All right, so let's start. Very good evening to all of you. I just want to see who all are inside the class so that I can tailor my talks accordingly. How many people, how many kids in the class? Please just type your name and your age so that I know who you are. Hi, Pearl. Good evening to you. Just quickly type in your name and your age so that I know. Also, your age would be a good idea. Kyra is 8 years of age. Pearl, Vedant is 12. Om is 22, Myth is 17, Sarthik is 6, Suvar is Suvrat is 12. Sorry, getting old in life, can't see very well. Okay, Arya is 16, Ananya is 12. Okay, excellent. So far, how are you guys? So I think we're gonna meet. We are meeting after a long time. Okay, there have been a couple of reasons for it. Number one reason is that I have been extremely busy. We've had a couple of product launches and we had a couple of program launches for our senior students, people who want to become professionals. So that's been going on. There's been a lot of work which I had to do for 2022. So I generally end up planning 1 year in advance or 2 years in advance. So that is what was happening. Plus, I had some teaching assignments with MBA and MSc students. So I had to teach the MBA students and MSc students and take their exams and take their interviews and whole lot of things were going on. So slightly senior students, 20, 23, 24 years, postgraduate students. So I was busy with that. So a whole lot of things going on at that point of time. It was a little difficult. Also, I realized over a period of time while I was running my WhatsApp group is that there were so many people quitting the group, and I realized that I'm not very sure whether I'm able to add value to this group or not. I'm whether I'm able to make some sense to this group because it looked like there were more people planning to quit the group than anything else. So that was playing on my mind. Also, I know and I realize that when something is given free to you, then at that point of time you don't really value it. So what I have understood from this whole game of it is that those who are serious will come down and learn seriously. Those who are not serious, if they don't take themselves serious, there is no reason why I should take them seriously. Or if their parents are not so serious about it, I don't know the reason why I should be taking their children seriously or their education seriously. So along the way, there are a couple of things which really happen. Number one is there are a lot of children, you know, of age 12, 14, 15, who ask their parents to speak to me, and we structured something for them. So I figured out the wheat from the chaff in the sense that the kids who are serious, the parents who are serious, and the kids who are not serious, and the parents who are not serious. It automatically kind of segregated over last 10 because I've taken 9 sessions so far, so it's segregated. All the kids who were serious about it and who really want serious learning rather than just basic entertainment in life, they are the parents to join the program. So what we did is very interesting. We gave them an offer in such a manner that the parent and the child can join the program together, serious programs, where we teach them at least 1,000 times more deeper information than I'm giving it to you right now. 1,000 times more deeper information. Not only to build up a career for the children, but also for the parents. So the way we went about structuring it is the parent and the child get together and join the series program where they get to learn, and all our programs are what we call as perpetual programs, which means you remain our students as long as you want to remain our students, which works for children because the children can join at the age of 12 and continue to learn till the age of 30. Okay, and so do the parents. So the parents and the child joins together, learns together, have a lot of information together. It works for the child, it works for the parent. I also know that the parent and the child is very serious, and it helps everyone. So this is something which I realized. So then I also thought that those who want to really be serious about it will be serious about it. Those who are not serious about it, you know how it is. So that's why, and with all these things happening together and me running our own serious programs and all that, I realized that let me just kind of delay this till I am very clear with my head. So here's what I want to say to you guys. I forget about uh, uh, of my students and their children. So the way there are so many students who are my students, and then they get their children into the classroom. So all of you guys know that your children comes free anyway in the programs. apart from that, all the people who are not my students or children who are not my students, the offer is very simple. If you guys are really serious about it and if you really want to learn, then you can WhatsApp me your number and you can WhatsApp it to me after you speak to your parents. And I will see what I can do for you guys so that you guys can actually get into a little bit more serious learning, where the atmosphere is a little different. Okay. So my number is 703 99 11 111. Let me repeat it again to you. 703 99 11 if you really are serious about it, you can WhatsApp it across to me, and we'll see what needs to be. Anyway, now this being shut on the side, so this is the reason why the after the session number 9, the session number 10 took such a long time, because I really need to have a little bit of clarity. Because whenever I am sitting down and taking some lectures, okay, I am taking out a lot of my professional time to do this, and I was trying to figure out whether it makes sense to me or not, and I don't do things which don't make sense. All right, everybody good? So is everybody in? So can you just say hi to me so that I understand that you guys are clear about this? Yeah, let me just repeat the number: 703 99 11 111. 703 That's my number. All right. Anyway, so let's quickly get on to the program. We've got another 20-25 minutes, so I'm going to keep it light and easy because we started and we dropped in the ball in between. So I'm going to start a little bit this thing. So I'm going to start today with what is called as session number 9. So let's quickly do a revision of session number 9. Session number 9 was where I was talking about different type of stock market players. So there are always stock market is a market. Market will have a lot of people in the market. So if there are a lot of people in the market, let us understand who are those different people in the market. So there are two types of people in the market, and we broadly break them down into two parts: retailers and professionals. Okay, so what does retailers do? Retailers are the people who, let's say, for example, if you're going to a shopping mall, right? While you go to a shopping mall, there are two types of people in the shopping mall. One are people who own the shops, the others are the people who come there to shop. And it always happens that the people who own the shops get the money, sell the goods, make profit. People who come down for shopping, this always happens. Either they waste their time shopping around, or they go to the shopping mall, they pay the money, take the goods, and lose the money. So only two things can happen. Either you can go to the shopping mall and make money, or you can go to the shopping mall and spend money. So only two things are happening. And between these two parties, the people who own the shops are the ones who always make money. So similarly, to the stock market, there are always two sets of people. Set of person number one are the people who come to the stock market and they are there to spend money, which means they lose money. And there is a tiny set of people who are called as professionals who always make money. Now, here's the secret. The secret is very simple. If you are not a professional and if you are not making money in the stock market, you are automatically losing money. Simple. So you are either here or you are there. It can't be in the middle. So it's simple. Let me say it again to you. If you are coming to the stock market, okay, if you are not making money, you are losing money. Okay, so automatically you became a retailer. In the game, the way I teach my children about games is, if you are not a winner, then you are automatically a loser. If you don't win silver, you lose gold. If you want, write it down. You don't win silver, you lose gold. Okay, so when you are coming to the Olympics, you don't say that I won silver medal. You always say that I lost a gold medal. And when you say that, something different happens inside your head, and it changes the course of how you look at life. You guys got this? Making sense? You guys got this? Quickly type Y so that I understand you guys are there. Excellent. All right, so let's go. So there are two types of people. Okay. So who are the type of people and what do? So there are retailers who do certain things, and there are professionals who do certain things. So let us understand what do the retailers do. Retailers are the ones who listen to news. So they are always looking at news on internet. They are looking at news on WhatsApp. They are looking at news, uh, from other bulletins, and they invest by listening to news. There are people who are constantly watching TV and reading newspapers, who read about different stocks, and and they get inside the stock market and they lose money. There are a whole lot of people who constantly get tips. So you must have heard people saying, "What tip? What tip did you get?" So let me tell you a secret. Okay, very, 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 very few people make money in the stock market by tips. Okay, again, you have to understand who are the ones who are giving tips and who are the ones who are taking tips. And a simple question: will the people who give tips make money, or the people who will take tips make money? Simple question again in your mind. Who is giving tips and who's taking tips? The one who's giving tips is a professional, or the one who's giving tips is a retailer? Because if the person who's giving tips is a professional, then you automatically are retailer. And if you are a retailer, believe me, you will end up losing money. Okay, there are people who sit down and assume things in the market. So they will sit down and read some news and say, okay, the economy is going so and so, so the market will go up. So if you assume things in the stock market, you will always lose money. Let me tell you, if you sit down and try to do arithmetic saying economy is doing well, so stock market will do well, wrong. Or if you assume saying that this company is doing well, so the stock price should go up, wrong. None of these things are directly correlated. Okay. Then what do rest of the people do? They listen to brokers. So a lot of you and your parents must be getting tips from the brokers. A lot of you and your parents must be getting tips from your brokers must be helping you. And let me tell you, brokers are people whose job is to keep on making you trade again and again so that they make the brokerage and profits. Okay, brokers are like a shop owner. They want to sell you things. The more they sell you, the more profit they make. The less they sell you, the less profit they make. So brokers are not interested in you making money. Brokers are interested in they selling more. So what they will do is they will take a capital of 10 lakh rupees and make you buy something for 10 lakh rupees, and then sell something for 10 lakh rupees, and then buy again and sell again and buy again and sell again and buy again and sell again. And when they keep on making you buy again and sell again, what happens is they keep on making brokerage. And they keep on making brokerage, they make their profits. So brokers are people who will make you constantly invest and trade so that they make money. Okay, so far everybody here with me? Can I see this? Yeah, broker is a person who connects a buyer and a seller. But on the side, broker is the one who will keep on making you trade. Because if he doesn't make money, how will he run his business? Correct or not? Let's say, for example, if you have a shop and if you don't sell something from your shop, you still have to pay your rent, you still have to pay salaries, you still have to pay taxes, you still have to run your own house. So if they don't make money, then how will they survive? So brokers have to do all that. It is unfortunate for them. Then online gurus. So there will be a lot of gurus. In fact, it is very interesting that I have seen nowadays is that in last 1.5 years time, since last February or March, okay, last 1.5 years time, there are so many people who have got into the stock market, and there are so many people who have started teaching how the stock market works. Okay, so 1.5 years time, there are, if you go to YouTube, there are people, no problem with that. But I am saying very simple thing. First, you put your own money. First, you make big money. First, you understand the market. Once you do all that, you can do whatever you want. Again, nobody stops you. But if you are going to be a YouTuber and your job is to basically get likes and get subscriptions so that YouTube pays you, and for that, if you are just going to entertain people on YouTube and say whatever does not work, right? Again, understand the stock market is retailers and professionals. 97% people in the stock market, 97 or more, are retailers. 2 or 3% people are professionals. 97% are retailers, 2 or 3% are professionals. Professionals are the ones who are constantly making money, are always making money. And if somebody is constantly and always making money, believe me, he's going to be very, very busy in life. And if somebody is very, very busy in life, really, he's not interested in running a YouTube channel. You guys get this? Is this making sense? Because if you are making a lot of money in the stock market in last one year's time, market has given more than 120. I mean, we have been able to make about 150% returns. Okay, 150% is you are doubling your money or more than doubling your money in 1 year's time. Okay, and if you have big amount of money in the market, then you don't have the time to sit down and make YouTube videos to entertain people. Yeah, you would do it for another reason, but not for entertaining people. So if somebody is coming and telling you on YouTube that please like and share and comment and subscribe, the only reason why he's asking you to do that is because he makes money out of it. Correct? Making sense? Is this very logical? So stop listening to online gurus who have learned stock market in 2 or 3 years, because it takes a long time for you to learn the stock market. Okay, I'm just talking basic logic. Okay, the worst thing what you can do is, what do retailers do? Retailers are the ones who blindly follow their gurus without logic and take whatever. Like, just one more topic. Everybody knows about Warren Buffett, correct? Does everybody know about Warren Buffett? Everybody knows about Warren Buffett. Does everybody know about Warren Buffett? All right. So I want to ask you a question. Who is a Warren Buffett? Who is Warren Buffett? Who is Warren Buffett? Quickly type down. All right. Very quickly type down. Who is Warren Buffett? Warren Buffett is a investor. Correct? What is his job? His job is to invest. What is the job of Warren Buffett? He is a professional stock market investor. Correct? Warren Buffett is a professional stock market investor. Again, let's use the principle. 100% of the stock market, 97% people are retailers, 3% are professionals. Warren Buffett is 3% professional. He's one of those 3% who are professionals. So when the 97% people lose money, 3% people make money. You guys get this? When 97% people lose money, 3% people make money. Is Warren Buffett a teacher? He's not a teacher. Is Warren Buffett interested in running programs? No. Has Warren Buffett written any books? He has not written a single book. Do you know this? So everybody will talk about reading books by Warren Buffett. The worst part is Warren Buffett has not written any books. Okay, what does Warren Buffett do? Let me tell you, for last 50 years, he is about 75 plus. For last 50 years, okay, he reads about 14 hours a day. He reads 14 hours a day. He reads about stocks for 14 hours a day. His IQ level, his intelligence level, okay, the average IQ level of a human being, average, is 100. Okay, if you are 120 and above, okay, average is 100. If you are 120 and above, you are what is called as above average. If you are 140 and above, you are what is called as borderline genius. Okay, Warren Buffett's IQ level is 166. How much? How is the IQ level of Warren Buffett? 166. Okay, which means he is out of 1 crore people, he is one person who has that IQ. Okay, they say that the IQ level of the person who came up with this, whose name is Einstein, his IQ level was about 176. So Einstein's IQ was 176. This guy's IQ is 166. They say Elon Musk's IQ is about 150. or 152. So Elon Musk is a certified genius. Okay. Now understand this. Warren Buffett has taken and he has been learning the stock markets since he was 11 years of age. So Warren Buffett has been learning the stock market since he was 11 years of age. Okay. When he was 17 years of age, he got admission in two major Ivy League colleges. So two best colleges of United States for finance. He got admission in two. People can't even get one, but he got two. And he rejected both the programs of finance because he thought that he knew more than the professors. Okay. So a person who is so intelligent, okay, he is having knowledge of last 50 years, who reads 16 hours a day. Okay. He understands the stock market. Okay. When he is doing something, a person like you and me are not able to understand it. And Warren Buffett has not written any books. So when you sit down and say Warren Buffett does certain things, so I will do a certain thing, believe me, you won't be able to do it. You understanding what I'm saying? It's like saying that Sachin Tendulkar plays cricket, so I will play cricket and I will become famous like Sachin Tendulkar. It is not possible. Sachin Tendulkar is a genius, so you can't become like him. So similarly, when you say that Warren Buffett does so many things, so if you want to make money like Warren Buffett, you need to have an experience of 40 years plus. You need to be able to read books for 14 hours a day. You need to have knowledge since the age of 11. And only then you will be able to make money like Warren Buffett. So it is not for people like you and me. You guys get this? You guys understood what I'm saying to you? So stop blindly following online gurus. So stop when somebody talks about saying that Warren Buffett does this and Warren Buffett does that. You should say, okay, that's Warren Buffett for you. It can't be me. Okay, but there are a lot of other things which we can do. Okay, so just because you are not Warren Buffett does not mean you can't make money in the stock market. There are a lot of other things which you can do in the stock market which also makes money. So all I'm simply saying is that don't follow online gurus blindly. So stop blindly following online gurus is all I'm saying. The stock market is all about reading and studying and working hard. Like my elder son, who is not here today, Ved, he's only 17. Okay, he gets up every day at 5:30 in the morning and goes through all the stocks, removes all the stocks, does all the research, and by 9 o'clock or before 9 o'clock in the morning, he will give me the list of all the stocks which he has to buy and sell today. And he's just 17. Okay, he has his own training program where he teaches. It's called as uh, Chosen Charts with Weed. Okay, so he takes his own program, but he started when he was 11 years of age or younger. My younger son started when he was 6 years of age. Right now he's 15. So you have to start, you have to read, you have to study, you have to learn, you have to work hard, and only then you will be able to understand what the stock market is. Not blindly saying that, oh, Warren Buffett says this, so he says this, so I will do this. That does not work. You guys understand what I'm saying? Is this making sense to you guys? I know there are a lot of very intelligent students here. So you guys are, is it making sense? All right. So we need to sit down and learn and study and work hard. Let me also tell you, there is no substitute for working hard in life. Okay. The only way you can become successful in your life is by working hard. If you don't work hard, you can't become successful. Okay. Yeah. All right. So this is about online gurus. So stop blindly following online gurus. Do a little bit of reading, studying, working hard. Then analysis, like little analysis. So a lot of people who are in the stock market, who are retailers, do very little analysis. Okay, they will read what all the other people have done and they will buy. If you do that, then you are going to lose money. Okay, unless and until you do deep analysis, you cannot make money in the stock market. Then you take tips from your friends. So a lot of our students, a lot of people who are in the retailers, listen to their friends. The friends will tell them that I bought this stock and it is making money, so you buy this stock and it will make money for you. It does not work like that. Okay. If your friends are giving you tips for all practical purposes, they are not professionals, because professionals will never give tips, because you can't make money in the stock market only by tips. You need knowledge along with it. Okay. Like the professionals are too busy doing whatever they are doing and making money. They don't have time to come behind you and run behind you and say that you should buy this and you should buy that. Okay. Yeah, if you have a professional friend, like for example somebody is my friend and he will come and ask me, okay, listen, I need to buy something, and then I give it to him, then it's different because I'm a professional in the market. But most of the people who will just ask other retailers, will you will always lose money. Okay. And the last one is less to no knowledge. So if you don't have any knowledge in the stock market, you will end up losing money. So this is what all retailers do. So if you're doing any of these things, you are losing money. So ask yourself, are you a retailer or are you a professional? So now let's start. This was lesson number 9. So let's start with a little bit of lesson number 10. Okay, so now let us understand, what does the professionals do? What do professionals do? So let me tell you that professionals are the ones who actually study the subject. Like for example, I teach a program called MSc in Trading and Finance. MSc in Finance is a postgraduate program. So after you do your graduation, you have to take your entrance exam, and then you have to get into a college like Bajaj, Jamnalal Bajaj, which is a Mumbai University program. Only 27 students are allowed in this classroom. Okay. And the subject which we teach is a 600 marks paper. Okay. So 600 marks paper, the entire third semester. So you have to learn the entire third semester. 600 marks paper, take a 600 marks exam, and that is where you will learn about the stock market. So it is as deep study as that. So if you think that you can read one book about stock market and you will learn, you will lose money. Understood this so far? You got this so far? Understood this? So if you have not studied, if you have not learned, you will lose money. Then what do professionals do? Professionals practice on a daily basis. Okay, which means you can't just do it one day and you can disappear. It doesn't work like that. If you want to become a professional cricketer, or if you want to become a professional boxer, you can't just box one day in a month and then disappear. You have to be doing it every day. You have to be doing it again and again. So you have to be practicing again and again, right? So if you have not been practicing, like my son, he started trading. He had his own trading account when he was in 8th standard. So he started trading actively in 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. Now he's in 12th standard. So he's been doing it for last 4 years. You understand? So if a lot of you students who are a lot older than him or at the age of 12 and 13, that is the right age for you to start. But he's been practicing 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and now he's just gone in 12th. So 4 years he's been practicing. Every day he works for it for at least 3 hours on a daily basis. That is how much practice you have to do if you want to make big amount of money, not small amount of money, big amount of money. You guys understand? Making sense? Quickly tell me whether you guys understand this. All right, so continue practice. Most importantly, you need a mentor. You need somebody who can teach you. Why do you require somebody who can teach you in the stock market? In the stock market is very important, because stock market making money is a skill set. You require skills. It's a game of skill. See, there is a difference between knowledge and skill. Okay, knowledge is what you read in the books and you write. It's called knowledge. You read something, you understand is knowledge. Skill is what you read, you understand, you practice it again and again and again and again and again till the time you become better and better and better. That's a skill set. Okay, I'll give you an example. You can't read a book on swimming and learn how to swim. You have to go and practice. You can't read a book on cycling and learn how to cycle. You have to go and practice. You can't read a book on painting and learn how to become a master painter. You have to do practice. You can't be sitting down and reading a book on woodwork. You have to do practice. Correct? So similarly, in the stock market, you can't read a book or one or two books in the stock market. You have to practice. And for you to practice, you need a mentor. Now, why is a mentor needed? I'll tell you, very important. The reason why mentor is needed because mentor tells you when you are wrong. When you read a book, the book does not tell you where you're wrong, because you just read what is written in the book and you do, but you may be wrong or you understand it wrong. So when you understand it wrong, who's going to tell you, right? Because the book can't tell you, but a mentor will tell you. So that is the reason why you need a mentor. Your mentor needs to tell you that you want to do this, but actually instead of doing this, you are doing this, and it is wrong. So you need to stop doing this and you need to do this. And that is why you need a mentor and you need somebody to guide you. Okay, understood? You understood why you need a mentor? Yeah, you need a teacher, like in class. I mean, you have your textbooks, you can sit down and read your textbook and sit down and give an exam, but you need a teacher to tell you what is right, what is wrong, right? So that is why you need a mentor. Very important in the stock market. In cricket, you want to become a national level player, you need a mentor, you need a coach. You need to be the best badminton player, you need a coach. You need to be an best boxer, you need a coach. Okay, you need to be the best painter, you need a coach. For you to become top, you need someone to tell you where you are going wrong in life. Because if you don't have someone whom you can trust to tell you where you are going wrong in your life, you will continue to go where you are going, and when you reach at the end is only when you will know where you are going wrong. Okay, so you need to learn that. So mentoring is you need a mentor, a coach, a guide to tell you. It's very, very important in the stock market. And most importantly, you need to build up your skills. So just by listening to tips or by listening to somebody, you cannot make money in the stock market. You need to have skills. You need to develop your skills. You need to practice. You need to know what to practice. You need to know what to practice. Okay, then you have to learn what is called as analysis. So you need to know how to analyze the stock. Okay, so before you are putting money into the stock, you need to know how to analyze the stock, right? How else will you be able to analyze? Which there are at least 3,500 stocks in National Stock Exchange, around 3,500, 2,500, whatever the amount is, I'm not very clear. Around 2,000-3,000 stocks in the National Stock Exchange, out of which, okay, the 500 ones are the important ones, out of which the 100 ones are the good ones, out of which the 50 ones are the best ones. Out of that 50, you have to only buy 10 stocks to make money for you. So out of 3,000 stocks, you have to come down and find out which are those 10 stocks which you can invest into to make money. And that is what is going to make money for you. So for that, you need to analyze. Okay, so the better analysis that you do, the better you make money. You guys understand? Quickly raise your hands and tell me yes, so that I understand that you guys are there and not gone off to sleep. Excellent, very good. So now there are two types of analysis. Okay, there are two types of analysis. There are multiple types of analysis in the market. There are a whole lot of series of them, but the two major groups of analysis, okay, are what is called as technical analysis and fundamental analysis. So two types of analysis: technical analysis and fundamental analysis. Okay, so what is fundamental analysis? Fundamental analysis means finding out about the stock. What does the company do? Whether the company is profitable or not, whether the company is, what is the line of business of the company, whether the company has taken loan, whether there is competition of the company. That is what is called as fundamental analysis. Okay, so I'm just going to talk about it in short this time, and probably the next time I will go more deeper into what is technical and fundamental analysis. Okay, so fundamental analysis, most of the people in the stock market do fundamental analysis, most. Okay, So there are some drawbacks of fundamental analysis. There are some positives of fundamental analysis. We will discuss that next time. Drawbacks and positives. Okay. So fundamental analysis. If I have to give you fundamental analysis on this phone, give me a phone. Okay. So there is a phone. Okay. There's a phone of my son. Okay. This is what is called as. So this is iPhone. So let's do a fundamental analysis on my son's phone. It is an iPhone 10. 10. Okay. It's a 10. Okay. So an iPhone 10. And it is black in color and whatever. So how many phones did Apple sell, and at what price did Apple sell, and did the Apple take loan for it, and which countries is it present, and which is a competition to iPhone. That is what is called as fundamental analysis of this phone. Clear? Fundamental analysis of this phone. So this is what is called as fundamental analysis. So similarly, like fundamental analysis, there is another thing which they also call, and that is called as technical analysis. Okay, so let us understand what is technical analysis. Now, this iPhone has been sold at different price. So sometimes the phone will be selling at what, about 50,000. Sometimes the phone will be sold at 70,000. Sometimes the phone will be sold at 60,000. Depending on the demand and supply, this iPhone will be sold at different prices, 40, 50, 60, 70, whatever that price is. I don't know really. Okay. So the study of the price movement of a stock is called as technical analysis. Write it down again. The study of the price movement of the stock is called as technical analysis. So for you to do technical analysis, you have to learn how to read the price chart. For you to do technical analysis, you have to learn how to read the price chart. Okay. And so there are some positives of technical analysis. There are some weaknesses of technical analysis, which we will discuss it next time. Okay. So there are two types of analysis, technical and fundamental. And once you do, and this is what all professionals do. And the last, professionals make money because they follow a certain system, process, strategy, framework. Okay, they follow a flow, they follow a paradigm, they follow what is called as a framework, they follow rules. So when you are sitting down and following a system, a process, a strategy, rules, is when you know what to do and what not to do in the stock market. So when you do the things that you are supposed to do, you make money. And when you stop doing the things that you are not supposed to do, it stops you from losing money. Understood? So there are certain things you have to do to make money, and there are certain things which you have to not do in the stock market so that you don't lose money. Okay? And when you do all these things is when you start making money like that 2 or 3% who are professionals. So far clear? So far clear? All right. So here's what we're going to do now. I will touch upon these topics again next time a little bit more in detail, and I will focus more in technical analysis and fundamental analysis. And maybe I will teach you some more parts of what is technical analysis and what is fundamental analysis so that you guys can get a piece on it. Is that okay? So here's what we're going to do now. I don't know when, probably it will take me another at least 3 weeks or so for me to have my next session because I'm going to be extremely busy. Okay. So whatever have you learned today, please write it down so that you learn it. And like I said to you, if you guys need to get in touch with me, you know what way to get in touch with me, and we will take it up from there. So next time I will take the session again, and we will discuss this in detail. All right. So thank you guys. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to me, and we will meet up again after 3 or 4 weeks. Goodbye and good night.